Hey, welcome to another video on Expected Value Lotto, where we look at US scratch tickets and their expected values. And in this video, we're looking at the new New York Lottery $3 Xtreme Cashword ticket. This is part of the February 2024 series of tickets coming out in New York. And of course, this is a crossword. Like I said on the $2 ticket, I really like crosswords. I think they're fun to play. And so, yeah, I mean, this one looks like it's going to play pretty much like a normal crossword would. There aren't many bells and whistles on this one. You've got your letters, you've got your bonus letters, and if you can complete at least 3 words, you can win the corresponding prize. And then if you do win a prize, you can multiply it here by scratching the multiplier box. Now here on this page, we are looking at the prize structure and odds that the New York Lottery put out on this game. Overall odds are 1 in 4.12, and I know the prize structure here is really tiny. It's because there are so many different prizes on this game. So kind of annoying that there are this many prizes, and I'm usually skeptical about tickets when they have this many prizes. I just feel like it's meant to like kind of bamboozle the customer and confuse them, but we'll see. So there are 19 different prizes. Looks like you can win anywhere from $3 up to $60,000. Now looking at the prize structure, I mean, nothing looks too crazy. I do think this $60,000 top prize is too low. I'm used to seeing around $150,000 on $3 tickets. And not only is it a low top prize, but the odds of hitting it are just crazy. 1 in 3.4 million. I always recommend when you are considering playing a game, look at your wager, look at the top prize and the odds on the top prize and see if it's worth it. So, on this ticket, you're making a $3 wager for it's going to be less than $60,000 after taxes. So, but around a $40,000 top prize at 1 in 3.4 million odds. Yeah, I mean, this wager is not worth the top prize at those odds for sure. So, strike number 1 against this ticket. I don't like that at all. Now, we will mention taxes. I kind of already gave it away, but in New York, any prize over $5,000, they're automatically going to take out 32.82% in taxes. That's a lot of money being taken out in tax. I don't view the tax money as part of the value of a game, and so instead of a $60,000 top prize, I am going to view this as $40,308 here at the top. So with the adjusted prize amount, when you run the numbers on this game, you find out that the payout comes in between 62 and 63%. Now, this is a terrible payout. Just like most New York tickets are, this is nowhere close to the minimum 70% that we look for on all tickets. There is never, ever, ever a reason for a state to put out a ticket at less than 70% because states can make plenty of money in that 70% range. So for New York to put out a ticket at 62%, just shows how little they value the people who buy their scratchers. And so, yeah, I mean, if an organization or a company values you so little, why would you be their customer? Like, I don't know how New York is selling lottery tickets. I don't know why people would buy them with payouts this low. My recommendation is stop buying New York lottery tickets immediately. Now, what makes matters even worse here is that this 62% does include all of the top prizes and upper mid-tier prizes, which not many people are going to be winning, which means very few people are even going to see 62% on this game. And so what we really want to know now is what's the payout going to be for the average person with average luck who may not be hitting those top prizes. And in order to figure that out, we're going to subtract out the value of the top 1% of prizes, recalculate, and see what that new payout number is going to be. So looking back here at the prize structure, the separation between the top 1% and bottom 99% of prizes happens here at the $50 prize level. And so if you're just an average person with average luck, if you are playing this ticket, which I don't recommend, when you do win, you're going to expect to see a prize somewhere between $3 and $50. And there at the $50 prize level, there is a split. It's about 95 to 5. So the large majority, 95% of these $50 prizes do fall in the bottom 99% and will be available to all people. The other 5%, though, are going to join the top 1% of prizes. Now, top 1% prizes are really difficult to hit. If you want to know the odds of hitting one, look at the overall odds, move that decimal point 2 spaces to the right, and it's about 1 in every 412 tickets that would have a top 1% prize on it, which means you're in over $1,200 before you would expect to see even one of these top 1% prizes. So that's really important if you're considering playing this game. Now, because so few people are going to be winning prizes here in the top 1%, we are going to take the value of all of these prizes and subtract that from the payout number you saw before. And that's going to leave us with the payout of just the bottom 99% of prizes, where 99% of people are going to be playing this games. And when we do that, we find out that the payout for the bottom 99% of prizes comes in between 53 and 54%. Now, this is a really brutal number for the 99% of people who aren't winning the top 1% prizes. We look for a minimum 60% payout here for the bottom 99% of prizes. And once you get down here in this 50% range, and this is low 50% range, you're just getting taken for a ride. I mean, you're losing so much money so fast that, in my opinion, it's not fun to play. And if you're not going to have fun playing, then what in the world are you doing buying the tickets? And so the New York Lottery, they have done nothing to entice people to play this. It's like in their offices, they just say, hey, we'll just put out whatever, and people will just buy whatever ticket we put out because the people are not discerning. So I ask you, please be discerning when you play these tickets. These are terrible tickets. Don't play them. Now, here on this page, we are tracking the increases and decreases in New York $3 tickets. This is only the fourth one we've seen come out since starting the channel. The data point for the Xtreme Cashword is over here on the right. So there actually was a little bit of an increase from the last ticket to this one. And actually, we've seen two small increases in $3 ticket values. But still, 62% is just it's ridiculously low. And so I wouldn't touch these ever at all. And so I don't recommend playing them, even though the value is increasing slightly. I would leave these on the shelf, and hopefully nobody will ever buy them. But anyways, if you are playing $3 tickets in New York, I highly recommend that you don't. But if you are, for some reason, in green, you see the best ticket in every category. So if you're playing for overall value, the Cashword times or X15 would be the ticket that you would want to play. By the way, I did notice that the prizes on this Xtreme Cashword are exactly the same for the Cashword X15, but notice how the payout is like a percentage point less. So, if you look over here on the left, this is the Cashword X15, and then there's a huge dip in value to the next Cashword ticket. And so New York Lottery is just robbing people blind. So anyways, if you're playing for overall value, Cashword X15 would be your ticket. If you're playing for odds, Xtreme Cashword has the best odds. If you are a more conservative player and you want to lose as little money as possible, Line 'em Up is the least, it's still a brutal ticket, but it's the least brutal of the four. And then if you're more of a high roller and you like to win a little bit more money when you are lucky enough to hit in the top 1%, the Cashword X15 has the most money there. And then we are keeping track of top prizes as well. Now here on this page, we are ranking New York $3 tickets based on overall payout. Xtreme Cashword is here in second place, but again, all of these payouts are just so low, it is ridiculous. Please do not buy these. Here on this page, we are ranking based on the bottom 99% payout. Xtreme Cashword is here in third place overall. And again, all four of these are just super brutal tickets to the average player. Now here on this page, we are comparing $3 tickets across states, and we actually haven't seen a whole lot of $3 tickets come out over the last 9 or 10 months. Let's see, the Xtreme Cashword is here in 21st place. So you can see all four New York $3 tickets are at the very bottom of the list, not competitive at all with what any of the other states are doing. But what we really want to do here is look at the top of the list. So we just had a $3 ticket come out in Georgia this month with 73% payout. And so, yeah, if Georgia can put out a $3 ticket at 73% payout, then what in the world is New York doing putting out $3 tickets at 62% value? We're going to call this a 10 percentage point difference. It's over 10%, but 10 percentage point difference between what Georgia did and what New York did this month. That's ridiculous. I mean, that is so much money when you think about how much money goes into making just one game. So one game can easily be 10 million tickets. And if you multiply that by the $3 price tag, that's $30 million that goes into just one scratch game. And 10% of $30 million is $3 million that the Georgia Lottery is giving its players on this new cash word game in Georgia, that the New York Lottery is basically stealing from its customers on this new Xtreme Cashword ticket. And I use that word stealing very comfortably because the New York Lottery is not transparent. It's not advertising its payouts. It makes its players play in the dark. And I mean, if you're hiding something, you're doing something wrong and you know it, and the New York Lottery knows what it's doing. So I comfortably use the word stealing. And so shame on the New York Lottery for doing that. Now, here on this page, this is the comparison based on that bottom 99% payout. Xtreme Cashword is here in 22nd place, so second worst ticket for the average player that we've seen on the channel since we started. So again, just it's not just one bad thing about the ticket. It's like everything about this ticket is horrible. Now here on this page, this is a little bit of context into just how bad the payout is for this new Xtreme Cashword. You've got your $1, your lowly $1 tickets up in Massachusetts, 69% value. Xtreme Cashword, 62%. That's so much less value. Then we had a $2 ticket come out recently in Georgia, 75% value. That's, what is that, 12 percentage points more than this Xtreme Cashword. And so, I mean, it's so easy to see how low the payout is on these New York tickets, even lower than cheaper tickets from other states. And that is just backwards and completely embarrassing for the New York Lottery. They should be completely ashamed of this ticket. Now here on this page, these are the top 36 tickets we've looked at on the channel so far. You don't see any $3 tickets on this list, probably never will, so you can pause that and look at it if you would like. And then here are the top 36 tickets based on bottom 99% payout. We don't see any $3 tickets on this list, but there are some $2 tickets here. So it is possible for these low boy tickets to make this list. We just need the right prize structure on the right ticket. So that's about it for the New York Lottery $3 Xtreme Cashword. Just another complete scam by the New York Lottery. This is the worst lottery company that I know of. They don't care about their customers. All they care about is just robbing their customers blind. And so my plea to you is don't let yourself get taken advantage of and get ripped off by the New York Lottery. You deserve better than this. You've got better. Next door, if you can go to Massachusetts, take a drive, go get some good lottery tickets from Massachusetts. They are so much better than New York tickets. Just watch some of the Massachusetts lottery videos and you'll see how much better they are. But anyways, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.